All right, YouTube. Mike the Gambling Guy here, and this is my third attempt at making this video. For some reason, my software keeps crashing. So, I gotta make more money. So what I'm here to show you today is really I'm going to take you over the rainbow. Hopefully, we're going to meet the wizard. So I'm going to take you. And the wizard is not the Wizard of Odds, right? You might be used to playing at the Wizard of Odds site. You get some free Baccarat that you can play there, which is fun. It's not what I'm here to show you. I am here to introduce to you another YouTube creator, and his name is Baccarat AP. AP means advantage player. So he's someone else that's in our universe that believes in the energy of the game within Baccarat, and he explains it beautifully. I would encourage you to go and subscribe to his channel and watch his videos. He's way more artistic than I am. I just get on here and just chat with y'all. But I'm going to be showing you what he shows and kind of the rules, and then I'm going to be putting in my money management. So no offense, Baccarat IP, you do a great job. It's just your dollar amounts scare me a little bit as far as money management wise. I like to keep my money, so I am going to be playing a little bit different bankroll, but I'm going to be playing by your same rules because they have been working out wonderfully. So with that, there's about 3 rules, and one of them's a little gray, or at least it's got a couple different components to it that it could have. So what we want to look for is on any shoe. First of all, this is going to be a tax-free strategy. What do you mean it's a tax-free strategy? I get my money out tax-free? No, unfortunately, if you're playing online, which in this instance you should be playing online, only because you have so many tables that are open to you to be able to play at, it's silly not to. If you want to know where I play, shoot me an email. I'll certainly let you know where I play and where you can play. And people can play there from all around the world because you need a VPN in order to play there, and you need to fund it with some cryptocurrency. And I would encourage, I would say, use USDC, the US dollar denominated coin, so it doesn't fluctuate like Bitcoin does. But that's neither here nor there. So this strategy, we're looking for the player. So we want to start at the beginning of a shoe. So let's walk through a couple shoes and see what we're looking for. So first of all, we want to see a drop. So, this would have been a player only. That would have been a chop. So the player chopped. But now we had a drop. So we want to have 2 drops, or this drop would have came down to at least 4. I mean, it could have went to 12, right? But we want it to be at least 4. So if we have 1 drop here, we need to wait for the second drop. And then when we get this first player up here, that is when we're going to be making our first bet on P2. This is where our bet would have been. That would have won. Here we don't have any bet yet, right? So here we had more than 4. So we know the next time that this shows up at P1, our bet would have been P2. Boom. Won that one. No bet here. 1 drop, 2 drops. This is our trigger, and boom, would have won there. That would have been the win. So now I'm looking for things that have a couple drops. So here's a drop, and now if this goes banker, I'd be waiting for the next player, and we could be playing, right there would be another drop. Come down, we had 4. Boom, that won. This one only has 2, that only has 1. So there are some shoes that are starting. This had 3, so we're waiting for the second drop. Here's the second drop. Yeah, that one didn't drop, so that didn't count. This one dropped. Here's our trigger, and boom, that would have been our winner there. Again, we're playing from the beginning. So here's one. This would have been 1 drop, 2 drop. Oh no, didn't. We would have bet there, didn't win. So then we would have started the progression. Now I never make more than 2 bets in a shoe. We've got the first bet, hit that, we're gone. We get the second bet, win or lose, we're gone. We're going to go find another shoe. We're not going to chase anything in there. So my bet progression goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How simple is that, right? So that's 15 units of buy-in. Remember, buy-in is different than bankroll. Your bankroll, you should have at least 10 buy-ins for your bankroll. So this one we would have lost here, but we would have waited for the next P1 and bet P2, and that one would have won. So we would have gotten our unit there. One, two, bam. 1, 2, bam. We're doing a lot of waiting there. Now here's a 1, 2, lost. Oh crap! That shoe apparently didn't want me to show it. It just disappeared. Oh, here it is. So we had our trigger here that lost. Trigger came there again, that lost. We left. Of course, it hit pretty much every time after that. But that's okay. That's neither here nor there. So this one, speed 14. This one is giving us not yet the trigger, but it's getting closer to giving us a trigger. So we had our 4, and we're just waiting for a player here, which it looks like we just got, and we're going to be making a player bet there. So I got a $250 bet on player. You don't have to win many of these to make your day. So that was not a winner, obviously. So now we're going to wait for the next player, and then that's going to be a 2-unit bet. Ooh, the 8 gets beat by the 9. All right, so we don't care how many bankers get on a run here. Don't really care. It's just right when we get that next player bet, that's when we're going to be coming in with our second unit, and our last bet for this shoe. Next shoe, it would if it was a loss, it would be a 3-unit bet. If it's a win, we're going to start back over at the beginning because we just locked in a unit. And there's another banker. All right, there's a player. I was going to say, as long as I'm recording, I'm probably going to end up having 14 bankers on that side. So 2 units on the player. Boom. Just like that. So you got to see we're back into progression. And in the last video, I made $1,000. So I'm not sure how much I should make in this video because I've already hit my goal for the day. It just doesn't, I don't like really going too far above my goal for the day. But you can see how this would work. So this also would have been a trigger here. I don't know if I would even get in there fast enough. Because the first time that it dropped, it went to 4. And it won. So that one would have been a win. So remember, you're looking for 1 drop or 2 drops on the player side. So there can be some waiting. The reason I don't like playing this one on evolution is because evolution and waiting don't go together. But I do want to thank Baccarat AP for showing me this. And I want to show it to y'all. And make sure you're going out and subscribing to Baccarat AP. Watch his stuff. He's way more artsy than I am. And hopefully it looks like after the 3rd try in this video, it actually stuck. It looks like it's going to work. So let's see if we can get one more unit here. So not only did we have our 1, but we had our 2 drops. So we got 1 drop and then our 2 drops. This just happened to be a drop of 4. Either way, this is going to be our trigger, and then P2 is going to be our bet. And it's like, nope, it wants to keep climbing that banker path, which is fine. Now, the one thing that I kept kind of running into is as I'd go to that, after my trigger had hit, it was odd how many ties would show up. Even when I was making the first 2 videos, that actually kept happening as well. I'm like, I might have to figure out a strategy on how to throw some money on that. I don't want to give up a lot of my profit on these 250 bets. And you don't have to play for 250. You can follow your own money management. As far as that goes, flat betting would actually work very well with this as well. You don't have to use a progressive betting strategy. I just like to be a little more aggressive. Now, if I was going to be even more aggressive, of course, I could also I could do a Marty. That banker, see, time you're recording, the banker just wants to take over the world. When you're trying to show a player-only strategy. I mean, you could do the same thing, right, on banker, but now you're giving up your taxes. So there's 1 drop, there's 2 drops. This one had more than 4, So the next time that the banker comes, I can go for the banker as well. And there's no reason you couldn't follow that same logic. You're just trying to take advantage of the pattern, the energy in the moment is really what we're trying to take advantage of here. Is we're looking for the energy in the moment. Not only is the banker killing my time, but then she decides to take a break before her replacement comes in and has to readjust everything. All right. Told you everything. I readjusted everything. Don't forget to move that. Okay. And we're good. All right. We've got our player. So that's our trigger for our P2 bet. Hopefully you guys have all tracked along. Remember this one we don't need the app, the Rio Castle app for this. Very very simple rules, but it's definitely taking advantage of the energy in the game. Definitely. I was gonna say a monkey would have been much more preferred there. 2 to a 9. Well, that one. Okay, so now we're just gonna be waiting for the next player. Now I could go. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and we're gonna bet on that banker, right? Because the banker had its trigger as well. This would have been another trigger that I could have chose to go. Okay, let's use that second bet, and we're just going to jump on the banker here instead of waiting for the next player. And that would have been a tie. See, threaten to bet on it, and it's gonna jump to a tie. And that one would have won. If we would have just followed that, I wouldn't have made 250. I'd have made 270 or 225, which those of you that are okay paying the taxes would have been said that's great. I mean, you got your money, you're back out. A 1 to a 1. Of course it is. And remember, never more than the second bet on a shoe for the recovery. You're going to get the recovery, even if it was flat betting. You lost one, you're going to win one, or you're going to be down 2. Because this banker is deciding that this banker wants to go on another long run. Of course. If I looked at the derived roads, player should be the bet. Two units on player. Stay strong 7. Yes. There it is. We got our unit. Made $500 in this video, which puts me well above my goal for the day. But nothing wrong with that. So thanks for sticking along with me. If you haven't yet subscribed, please subscribe to me. But I really encourage you to go out and subscribe to Baccarat AP. He also has a Facebook group as well. If anybody knows me, I'm not real active on Facebook. I don't do that. I just make my videos here for you guys every now and again, so you guys know what to play, where to play, how to play, and hopefully it's helped you. So until next time, I'm Mike the Gambling Guy. I'm out.